We are here at Gather Floral and Events today. Kate's joining me. Kate's the owner. Tell me about your space. I love it. It's gorgeous. It's such a cute little shop.
Thank you so much. So we are located on James Street North, the bright yellow building as you saw when you came in, so you can't really miss it. We offer plants, fresh florals, dried florals, event arrangements, sympathy. So we kind of do a little bit of everything here. And we just really want it to be a really welcoming space. I think our biggest thing is, I always say, Gather's not mine, it's ours. Just somewhere that, you know, you can come in, you can feel good. When you do come in, you can find what you need for someone you love or for yourself, which is really important. And so, yeah, we always try to do something a little bit different. And just make everything that we do really fun.
I love that. And what we're going to be focusing on today is actually putting together our own arrangement, because you don't necessarily have to buy someone else flowers.
No, and I think that's a big thing this year that we've seen. Thank you, Miley Cyrus.
I can buy myself flowers.
Yeah, but it's been really nice, because I think that Valentine's is a holiday that you either love or you hate, depending on where you're at in your life. And I think that it's important to remind yourself that, you know, you can love someone else, but it's also important to love yourself.
And treat yourself.
Treat yourself, yeah. So,
I love it.
So this one was kind of geared to that idea. So we're going to be playing with some dark and moody florals.
I like dark and moody.
Yeah, and I guess we'll get started if that's okay.
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's do this. What are we doing first?
So we'll start with our greens.
Okay.
And essentially what you're going to do is, every time that you cut, you're going to make sure that you cut on a 90-degree angle.
Okay.
And so your first piece, you're going to cut down low, and you always want to cut where there's a knuckle, so where the smaller piece meets the larger stem. Yep.
Done. Okay.
And you're going to clear some off so that there's no foliage going into the water, and we're just going to slide it in there. So you have some chicken wire that's going to use as your base.
What a smart idea.
And you're going to go out a little bit further. So we're creating our initial lines right now. So however long.
Why is mine falling over already?
It's an art.
It is an art. I'm like, wow, yours looks perfect and mine looks horrible.
And your second piece, we're going to create the tallest piece of your arrangement. So same thing.
Okay.
So nothing that you put in now is going to be wider than this. And the next piece, nothing's going to be taller. Okay. So you're just kind of creating your structure right now.
This is what, like, I totally thought I was a good flower arranger until right now. I'm not joking. It's like, yeah, I can totally do that. No, I can't. Okay.
And it's going to kind of stick up. I would go a little bit shorter and take off your foliage, because that will create bacteria in the water. And your floral arrangement
and it's always gross. It gets kind of moldy and nasty, and you have to change the water. So
that's something that we actually say is, if you receive a bouquet of florals, change your water every 2-3 days. It will really allow your flowers to last longer. And if you receive a pre-made arrangement, regardless of what it's built in, chicken wire, foam, tape, always add water every day or two.
Really?
And your arrangement will go from lasting a couple days to, you know, a week and a half.
Okay.
So it's just something people forget to do.
Right.
But once there's no water source, your flowers are going to die.
Yeah.
So,
all right. Okay, we're going to be talking about like how to feed your flowers and stuff like that coming up in the next segment. So there's much more coming up. You do not want to miss this, trust me, on Morning Live. Kate is doing her best to teach me how to put together a proper floral arrangement here at Gather. We've been talking about Valentine's Day and not necessarily treating the ones that you love, because yeah, that's special, but treating yourself too. So I think if you come and buy some fresh flowers, or if you receive a bouquet, it's important for you to know how to put them together.
It is. It's very important.
What's our next step? We've got our greens.
Our greening's done. So we're going to go in with our carnations.
Okay.
And if you want to open them up, you can just squeeze right here a little bit, and then just kind of open them with your fingers lightly on top. And what I do to make mine look a little bit different is I pluck out...
First of all, they're purple. This is the first time I've ever seen a purple carnation.
You know what? So carnations had a really bad rep for a long time.
They totally did.
And you know what? Now they're coming back.
Doing?
I'm pulling out the center because I just think that it makes it look a little bit more unique.
Cool.
And not so standard carnation.
Is this going to kill the flower quicker?
No. And the nice thing about carnations, and I think why they're coming back, is that they come in such an array of beautiful colors that you can't get other florals in.
No.
And also they're really hardy. So
yeah,
they're going to last forever, which is nice when you're getting flowers. So again, you're going to make sure that you're cutting on an angle. We're going to place it down to drop everything while I'm doing.
Wait, that needs to be shorter.
So what we're doing right now, because these aren't going to be our focal flowers, we're just going to make sure that we have our color throughout. And you're going to keep them super low, because I think something that people forget when building arrangements is that you're looking at
I'm
it
always
from
at
the
the top, yeah.
right? But if you're putting it on a table, your guest's focal point will actually be the baseline there.
Well, so you don't think about that when it's like a centerpiece.
Right, so you want to make sure that you have all of your colors throughout, and that your florals are always sitting over the edge so that you can't see your mechanics.
Oh, the mechanics. I like that term. The mechanics of the
Floral arrangement.
Of the arrangement. Okay, so we've got carnations and next roses. And you guys dethorn all your roses before you put them in the arrangement.
Do,
That's
again,
amazing.
because
smart.
Yeah, taking off all the leaves and the thorns, it helps them last longer. We're not creating as much bacteria in the water. So it's standard practice.
And when you do eventually have to get rid of your flowers, you don't poke yourself with the thorns, because they are very spiky. I stepped on one not that long ago.
Yeah,
They hurt. They really do. Okay. All right, now what are we going to want to do with the roses?
Same thing. So you're going to start by putting them probably 2 around the base.
Okay. Now, is it true that with flowers, you only wanted you work in odd numbers?
Most of the time, yes.
Okay.
But I do think that, like with anything that is artistic, it really is a personal preference. So I do tend to work in odd numbers.
I feel like it looks better.
I do too, but like
unbalanced.
If you ask me to put candles on my table, I will also do it in odd numbers. That's just how, I visualize things.
Oh, see, candles I think I would do in even.
Right? There you go. It's a personal preference.
It is really.
So now with the roses, because they are more of a focal, we are gonna, so these guys I would keep lower, similar to your carnations.
Lower?
Because see how you have a gap here?
Oh, you can see the mechanics.
Yeah, so see here how it's like lined up?
Yes.
So I always try to start by ensuring that that is covered and then add to the top.
Okay. Oh, I see. Okay.
And when you're building, you also want to spin your arrangement so that you're not building it one-sided.
Ah, okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. We got to go for this segment, but I'm going to add my last rose, and then we're getting into the dark and moody. So stay with us on Morning Live. This is so fun. I'm having such a great time. Now, where am I going to put this guy? Okay, Kate, I think yours looks better than mine. I'm not going to lie. We are learning Kate is teaching me how to put together a floral arrangement properly, and we're just chatting about everything here at Gather. You've got Valentine's Day coming up. Tell me about some of your offerings you guys have here while we continue to do this.
Yes, so we're going to start with your rhododendron.
Oh.
You're going to clear it again, and you're just going to go in and fill your gaps again, just making sure that you have, some coming out the side and some coming out the front.
Okay.
But for Valentine's Day, we have a bunch of different offerings. So bouquets and arrangements at a bunch of different price points.
Yep.
We focused on 3 main color palettes, with the exception of this one, that is our dark and moody Love Yourself arrangement.
The Love Yourself one is dark and moody.
Yeah.
It's like Miley Cyrus in every woman.
Exactly. And so, but our main Valentine's Day color palettes there's a neutral option, there's a berry option, and then there's a brighter option that we tend to call juicy, but it's reds and peaches and pinks and just really happy. And so if you go onto our website, you'll be able to see all of those options. That the color palettes translate throughout the bouquets and the arrangements. There's more standard arrangements and then some large, really luxurious arrangements.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, and we have a ton of great cards, and we'll be open the 13th and the 14th. Normally we're closed.
Oh, smart.
And
now, these are for those last minute people.
But, we do say try to get your orders in early, because flowers are perishable. So, as florists, we have to try to assume how much we're going to sell. So if we sell out, then we're sold out, unfortunately. So try to make sure that you do get your orders in. I know ourselves and a lot of other florists, ask that they be in by February 11th, I would say, is like a good,
last kind of day.
Yeah. I
Okay,
mean,
so we've got about a week. People have about a week.
exactly. Things will still be available after that, but just try to think about it to make sure that you get exactly what you want.
Yep. Okay, what's next?
Okay, so you did your hyacinth, which is perfect.
Okay.
Now we're gonna go in with Lysianthus, and I tend to use...
Lysianthus. They don't smell like anything, but they look like roses.
They're beautiful. Yeah, they look like a garden rose.
Yeah.
So you can just go in now, and I just kind of tuck them in where we need that color.
Okay. There you go. Oh my gosh, this is so
beautiful.
pretty.
You're doing great.
I'm like bragging about my own work. This is so amazing. I am so good at this.
Good. That's how you should feel.
I guess. I don't know. It's kind of intimidating, but now that I'm kind of learning the process, I'm like, oh yeah, I think everyone can do this.
Yeah, and you know what? Chicken wire, so we do actually offer workshops, and I think that people really enjoy
That's awesome.
them. Yeah, we did a lot virtually during the lockdowns, and now we started to do them live, and I think that, you know, now that you've done it, this is something that you could do at home, now that you've kind of been, like, you know, instructed kind of what the general idea is.
What to do and what not to do.
Yeah, and chicken wire is a great option because most people have it for their gardens at home.
Yeah, it's true.
You know, so with foam and stuff, it's not something that's, you know, widely accessible or that the average person would keep.
Yep.
And sometimes, yeah, I was going to say, I like to go in with the buds as well, just to add a little bit extra texture.
Okay, coming up is going to be the final product, and we're going to talk to you a little bit about something called floral grams. It is the cutest thing ever. I love it. I'm super excited to tell you about it. And we'll be right back coming up on Morning Live. We are having so much fun here at Gather Floral and Events with Kate, the owner, taking me through how to put together a flower arrangement somewhat properly. At least I'm trying my best here. Flower gram, right? That's what you're calling them, flower grams?
Flower grams, yes.
How cool is that? Do you remember in like elementary school or high school, you get those candy grams and it would be like a secret and you maybe get a clue and it'd be like your secret admirer and you'd only get one piece of candy or one flower or whatever it is? Kate's doing that here at the store and I think it's awesome.
Yeah, we're really excited about it. It's something new that we've launched this year. I think that, you know, we wanted to do something that would really just kind of spread happiness and love through the community.
I love it.
At a really affordable price point, something that, you know, you can send to anybody, all of your friends and everyone you love if you want to. But we just thought that it was really cute to, you know, have something show up at someone's work, just like a simple flower.
Yep.
So you can send them anonymously or you can send us 3 clues. And with the clues, we'll write them out. And whoever you send it to can kind of take a guess of who the sender is.
I love it.
Yeah, I just thought that it was something that was, you know, really kind of simple in terms of thought, but something really great to just, you know, back when we were kids, we used to actually send everyone we knew, like every classmate.
Well, like Valentine's Day, everybody got a Valentine.
Well, I know, we're making them with my daughter right now, and it's like...
Oh, I haven't even started.
Oh, no, she's decided she's making her own.
Oh, so you got to start early.
Yeah, I'm like, oh.
Lucky you.
26, that's amazing. I'm like, do they want a flower gram maybe?
Because that might be cheaper and...
Yeah, so, but no, so I just thought, you know, bringing back that idea of just really spreading it to everybody and not just...
Super cute. And people can access it online, right?
Absolutely, yep. So you can pick neutral or a red rose depending on your preference.
I think it's also kind of romantic.
It is.
Like that single rose or whatever it may be that you pick. How long is this supposed to be?
So this is going to be one of our kind of features. So you're going to keep it longer than the rest. And then your ranunculus will be your longest one. And with ranunculus, I really like to use the buds as well.
Okay.
So I put that kind of off to the side a bit, not so centered. Yep, beautiful.
Like that?
Yep, absolutely.
Okay.
And then your ranunculus will be there, and then you're just gonna kind of zhuzh it to fill in your gaps.
I'm seeing a lot of chicken wire here, Kate.
But no, you're doing good. But I think that the biggest thing too is you have to remember that your flowers are gonna open. So if you notice, like all of my tulips, they're not competing with any florals that are currently in there because when they open, they essentially triple in size.
Right.
So when you first build it, you obviously want everything covered.
Yeah.
But you don't have to, you know, you do have to leave that space.
Yep.
To allow everything to open the way that it will in the next day or two.
Yeah, because you don't want to squish it.
No, you don't want things competing.
I'm so competitive. All right, well, thank you so much, Kate, for having us here. We've had such an awesome time, and I've learned so much.
Good, I'm so glad. You did a wonderful job.
It has been absolutely fantastic to learn how to do this on my own. Just head to Kate's website, and you can get all of the information on how you can send your very own flowergram this Valentine's Day.